All right, what's up, fellow kids? So I finally was able to chase down some of the first wave of the G.I. Joe retro collection figures, and I thought I'd unbox this and do a little bit of a review. This is so. I also I canceled my pre-order for Storm Shadow and Baroness. I decided to keep my pre-order for Snake Eyes. At this point, I'm just kind of curious to see if they fill that order. If you saw my other video, you know that I think this weekend a lot of Walmarts are going to be getting these. I've done like just kind of like some searches in my area. I even looked up like the East Coast and like other states and stuff just to see, and it looks like I'm seeing like a lot of Walmart inventory for these going up this week. So, hey, if you're looking for these on the shelves and you haven't gotten your pre-order, then you might find them this week. You might have some luck. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna cut this guy open and see what he's all about. Oh, and the other thing about the the Snake Eyes one, I figured out based on the based on the numbers that I was seeing, I think Snake Eyes is going to be the most prevalent character in this wave, and I think Baroness is going to be the most rare. If you're talking about, I think a case is a half dozen figures, and I think by my count, a case would be one Baroness, two Storm Shadows, and three Snake Eyes. So hopefully I'm just telling the right people, and if you see that Baroness and you want Baroness, my advice is to pick it up because they may not be on the pegs for that long. All right, so I got him all geared up. He does look a little ridiculous with all of this gear. And there's an extra pistol, which I can't figure out where that goes. This is a sheath for a knife. He's got a holster here with the second pistol that has the silencer. The silencer pegs in to a little hole there. And then he's got his Uzi with a silencer. He's got another knife here. I had a little bit of trouble getting the explosives pack over his shoulder. And then we've also got his classic scimitar style sword. And he also has two katanas that peg into his harness here. One on his back and one on the kind of the waist piece, but I can't figure out if there's a place to put this gun, which is fine. I probably won't display him as geared up as this anyway, and I kind of was going along the thinking, but I didn't finish my thought. The reason why I'm interested in getting a couple of Snake Eyes figures is probably what I'd like to do is I'd like to gear one of them up as version 1 and gear the second one up as version 2. But I would want to get the goggle helmet, the commando helmet, I think is what people call it. Oh, there's crap falling off of them. And that way I could have two versions of both versions of Snake Eyes. I do like the extra accessories because some of the figure, like the drivers that we got for the Hiss and the Awe Striker don't come with accessories. So I'm gonna display them on the display stand, and it would be great to have a pistol for crankcase or something. I'm probably going to leave the Uzi in with Snake Eyes, and I don't think a sword would work well for crankcase. So maybe he can have that extra pistol. Yeah, so the Hiss Driver might get one of Baroness's extra accessories as well. I did, I looked at Wave 2. Wave 2 definitely, doesn't have the same number of, same amount of accessories. Wave 2 is, Scarlet, Destro, and Roadblock, and they basically come with kind of their classic accessory, or kitted out with their accessories. I think one of the things that struck me with the first three, the Wave 1, with Baroness, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow, is they've basically been kitted out with a lot of the same stuff that they have been continually kitted out with. The accessories are the same ones that they've had since the 2009 movie. In fact, I think there was a little bit of a difference between what accessories he comes with and the 2009 Rise of Cobra version. I mean, obviously the figure is different, but I think the accessories are all the same. I think Baroness is... Oh, I think the difference was Baroness. I think Baroness comes with an extra gun that she didn't have from the movie. But yeah, it would be pretty cool to give these guys a weapon. While I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna take that one. I like these. I love this gun with the sniper or the silencer, but at this scale, I it's just, I don't know. I guess it would be cool if you could pose them so he's putting the having in one hand and he's about to put the silencer on the pistol, but I just think that's unnecessary. I mean, I think that mold would have been fine, just like that. But I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's pretty good. So here I have a 4-inch figure from the what are these things called? Fortnite. The Fortnite line. And yeah, that's a little loose in his hand. His hand is a bit bigger, although I may have stretched it out because I had him holding a vintage accessory or a vintage style accessory. I had him using a version of I think a non-vintage version of a like a re-release of Firefly's submachine gun, which I think looks good, better than the crowbar he came with. And then more recently, I think this is a more modern accessory that came with like one of the versions of Destro. It's one of these like Scorpion compact machine guns or something like that. I think that looks really cool. So anyway, I never thought I'd be collecting, modern figures. I held out for a long time, but they're fun. I mean, buying them at retail at a decent price is definitely worth it. I've seen some of the prices, for some of the Snake Eyes figures that came out 10 years ago. I mean, some people on card want, anywhere from $25 to $50, which I think is too much. I mean, but being able to go into the store and buying practically the same figure is I really like that. The first modern figure I got was Matt Tracker. I saw him at a collectibles store. I originally passed him up thinking, I don't really collect modern, but I kept thinking about it, and I went back and I was just like, I need to get this. This is really cool. I mean, the fact that they did a crossover G.I. Joe mask, really hope that they do more of that. And they stopped too short. I'd love to see some more characters, like the Miles Mayhem villain character, and Hondo. I think those would be some good would make some good G.I. Joe figures. So anyway, I don't know. Basically, my review for this figure is I like him. I like that he comes with a lot of accessories, because it gives you a lot of options on how to display Snake Eyes. I definitely wouldn't display him with all of this stuff. I mean, I'm probably going to ditch these ninja swords, unless I have, maybe a third version that I want to kind of display more as the retaliation version or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he's a decent figure, good articulation. I don't really like this harness. I don't like how much just stuff is hanging off of him. I think it kind of makes him look a little saggy in the middle, kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think a tighter harness, something closer to this, would have made more sense for him. But what can you do? I mean, I think these figures have a good silhouette. The drivers, and you kind of lose that with Snake Eyes with this weird baggy harness that he's got. And I mean, these are like soft goods, elastic. It's supposed to look like, I think, a parachute or some sort of repelling harness or something like that. But yeah, he's a little too he's a little too busy, is what I'd like to say. So, but I like him. I like that I got him. If I get a second one, I'm probably going to cut this harness off and maybe replace it with another black harness, just so that there's some difference between the two versions. And he definitely needs a wolf.